He had 4 runs today on 3rd down. Converted 3 for long yardage to keep drives alive. What was it about today that really kind of allowed you to make those big plays to keep drives alive and help the team move forward?
I'd say just the preparation that we put into, especially after 2 weeks to prepare for a good defense like that. They don't really get crazy on 3rd down. They play the same stuff they do on base downs. So really the biggest thing that we try to focus on putting the ball in play. When I did scramble, we were good in scramble drill. It left open gaps for me to run. So we just executed at key times.
Tim, you seem so comfortable in this offense with this scheme, with this group of players. Talk a little bit about, in your head, the comfort level that you have.
We got one of the best lines, one of the best receiving cores. We got a great OC. All I got to do is put the ball in play. You've seen today I'm throwing wide open people, and they make contested catches when they need to. So, at the end of the day, we just have to continue to do the little things. If we do the little things right, all the other plays that we have, the explosive plays, those take care of themselves.
Can you kind of walk through that touchdown pass to Jacoby where they dropped 8, he found it in the back of the end zone after a few seconds?
I checked the play to the look that we wanted. The route concept, they didn't run it like we need to because of how much depth they got. So we turned in scramble drill, and I tell them boys scramble drill to run around the circles, go cross field, just get over and I'll find you. And me and JG, we hit on that before. We're working on the practice, so he knew the right spot to get to. He got behind the defense, and O-line did a good job protecting and let me escape and make the play. And JG, he had a guy to tell you.
Full receiver room 8 today. Can you talk about just being able to really just nobody had a hot hand, everybody had a hot hand. Being able to provide to everybody today.
I think these past 2 weeks we took a big step in the receiver room. We watched way more film together than we needed to. That's something that we have to continue doing down the road. From Sam making big plays, Xavier, Strap, and JG. When the ball's in the air, I know them guys gonna make a play. They're not a selfish group of guys, and I think that was why they were all able to get the touches that they wanted. The more you bring life to the ball, the more the ball will find you. That's what I try to explain to them. So whenever your teammate make a play, be happy for them, because at the end of the day, the ball's gonna find you. So you bring life to it, like they did today. We'll be able to spread the ball around a lot more.
When you guys are hitting, when all the receivers are like that, just how much tougher does that make it on defense, and how much does that make it easier on you, knowing they can't really double cover anyway, because that leaves player A, B, or C open, that helps you out with figuring out reads?
Yeah, it helps my job, everybody's job easier. Especially when they come down to man, we know somebody's going to break. We have a good receiving core. O-line in the run game today, they helped us out a big bunch. We rushed for 200 yards. That's going to make my job easier. So, they came out and, they established the run game. They protected me. And we got key 3rd downs and key 4th downs to keep the drive alive. Especially the first drive out of halftime, that long drive we went on. Those guys in shape, the way Coach Mirabal coaches them. So, the O-line is a big reason why, we were able to, be successful offensively.
Let's do a couple more for Cam.
On the last drive, when they were reviewing whether it was a fumble or an incomplete pass, just what was going through your head as they were sorting all that out?
I thought it was a bullet. I couldn't really see after the ball left my hand, but I knew my hand was going forward. Then they told me to hit the ground, so that's why I wasn't tweaking, because I knew the ball hit the ground, I knew it was going forward. So, I was trying to get the next play call.
Your teammates came in here earlier and said something about you haven't played your best ball yet. What do you guys have to do to play your best ball?
We had to connect on the easy stuff. The first drive was all me, missing easy throws. The first play of the game, I should have progressed. The seam was wide open. The second play, we went to stack, we went tempo. It's a missed ball. I had him to come back to Zay. I missed the seam to Zay too. It could have been an explosive play for us. So the first drive was all me. I think just all the other stuff after that is that we have to do the little things. The blocking aspect in the receiving core room, the getting our depth on routes. But that's stuff that we got to continue to get better at every week. And it's paying off for us right now, but we know as we get deeper into the season, we play better defenses. We got to hone in on little things.
Last one for King.
Cam, shootout game here at LNN Stadium, 51,000 people. What's your feedback on the crowd today?
I mean, I really don't have feedback on it. I mean, they said it was sold out, but I seen a lot of empty seats up there. So,
Was it loud to you compared to other?
I mean, we went on silent just because I really like going on silent because it looks cool. So we ended up going on clap the second half. If we'd have been on clap the first half, that one catch that they overturned by X, we ended up getting that play off if we'd been on clap. So, that was a lesson learned. But the crowd don't make plays. The players on the field make plays, so we don't tend to look for a crowd. And at the end of the day, we just play football.
Thanks, Cam.
Thank you.
A question for wide receiver Sam Brown.
Sam, I know it's taking some patience on your part to bust out, but you had to feel good about today.
Most definitely. Football is patience and life is patience. So you can't really, dwell on the times that's not going your way. It's just about pushing the next, sense, being one of my next rep.
How much do you guys on the offense kind of enjoy a game like today where it's like you got to score on every possession? Like, how does that affect your energy and attitude?
It's not necessarily like that's our goal. Like you feel me? It's not necessarily we reaching. Like that's the standard. So like I'm saying, like we just getting our standard every day. You feel me? That's all it is. Just trying to keep the main thing. We got to score every drive. Be the best offense. Be the best offense. Play by play. Possession by possession. Game by game.
Sam, on your touchdown, just take us through how were you able to get as wide open as you were?
You want the whole scheme? It's pretty much a little vertical concept that's pretty. It was different than we didn't showcase it in previous games. It was a new look. It's pretty much getting to the same spots. So we just didn't put it on tape yet.
In retrospect, do you feel like the bye week was valuable for you in terms of like settling down and kind of letting things come to you?
You can say that. I mean, I feel like I just taking play-by-play every day. You know what I'm saying? Like every game is not gonna be my game, but I can impact the game in some way, form by blocking, standing plays. You know what I'm saying? Just being available for the quarterback when he need me. Is just it finally just came together for me as a complete game.
How do the four of you guys, like the starting receivers, you, X, Jacoby, and Isaiah, kind of feed off each other? You all had a touchdown today. How do you guys kind of mesh together as a unit?
It was a three-headed monster, but we created something different, four-headed monster. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's just go back to me finally having a good breakout game, as you guys may say, but game by game, you never know who can. You know what I'm saying? Who can show up and be that guy for the team and be a difference maker for the team. So it was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all keep that same standard and, like, same mojo. Like, anybody, it could be anybody game. And even when people, like, in the receiver room, like, people see, like, we not really getting the urgency to, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the body language, we do a good job of picking everybody up.
And how much kind of follow up on that? Just like, do you see opposing defenses start, like, kind of getting frustrated because all of you guys can make plays?
Most definitely, like it's pretty much it's difficult on the back end, like you know what I'm saying. Like you can go certain coverages to try to slow down X, but then now the outside guy gonna come up and it's like we all present a little bit of different stuff, but we all present explosive plays and in some way form in football.
How much fun has it been having Cam as your quarterback? And what of all the traits ahead, what stands out most to you about the way he's been able to operate these first 7 games?
His leadership on and off the field, just how he conducts himself. And just how he brings the offense in, like you say like today for instance we go up by 7 before half. We like oh yeah he just said to everybody he's like oh yeah I'm about to dot him for a receiver, like that's usual to our area. So you know what I'm saying, like that's pretty much what our offense is. It's just window shopping, like because if you go man it's pretty much gonna be a long game for you. So if you go zone it's just window shopping.
Being a younger receiver, what does it mean to you to be able to have a guy like Michael Irvin on the sideline just pour it into you every game?
His energy is amazing. I've been to like a couple schools like West Virginia and Houston, but the alumni wasn't really impactful like how Michael Irvin, Santana, Reggie, how all them like try to just their face being seen around the facility is amazing. Like you know what I'm saying, like that's a legacy that they come back to. Like that's just what we trying to get to in our receivers.
You guys went for it on fourth down from like your own 20. Like that's, I assume that is something you love, that level of aggressiveness.
Yeah, I mean, it's football. Especially with our offense, like you stop us 4 plays in a row, kudos to you. But I don't. It's once we start throwing out the personnel, it's just like, oh my god. And then we tempo with all tight ends. It's like, oh my god. And tight ends on the roster like receivers. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to stop.
Sam, what's it like to play in a track meet type game like this, where it just seems like whoever has the ball is going to score? What's that like, and does that put more pressure on you guys, knowing that you might have to answer for what Louisville did next?
I feel like that's okay. That's what can be better on your shoulders when you feel like every time you get the ball you gotta score. You know what I'm saying? Like you pretty much gotta let the game come to you. And that's pretty much what I've been, just relaxing myself on. Like when the ball found me, I don't have to be spectacular to make a big play. Like just be me. So you know what I'm saying? Like, and we not really greedy in our offense. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so, we make a big play. Come on, let's just run the ball with Mark, or like run the ball with Damien. You feel me? It's just like as long as we put points up on the board, that's the and like at the end of the day, that's all we need.
When you arrived for fall camp, the team was pretty close to set. I mean, all these guys have been through spring, we're here in past years. How hard was that for you to come in, learn the offense, find your role, and just fight through? I mean, obviously when you come in the transfer portal, you're looking to make a big splash. I mean, how hard is it for you?
It wasn't really too hard for me because Dawson, it's pretty much the same offense from Houston. That's why I tried to. So it just evolved with a lot of more motions, a lot more people being versatile with the routes. There's more packages that we couldn't really get to at Houston. But the offense was pretty much second hand. Kind of came in and knew like, first week just adjustment spikes, and then that's pretty much it.
All right.
You mentioned
Last one for Sam.
You mentioned Damien and the running backs. I don't know how involved you were on some of those plays where like Damien just kind of carried the pile for 10, 20 yards or whatever it was. One of his teammates on offense. Just what's it like for you to see him just do that? How much does it inspire you guys to see him working with that?
It's impressive. You know what I'm saying? Just especially with our O-line play. Like our O-line preach like run the ball, but we are pretty much in the air raid offense, but we kind of keep it balanced with with our running backs, keep everybody happy. So it's just we see it every day. We see it in the weight room. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's what we expect out there.
Great. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Are you starting to like sort of grasp the magnitude of the season you're having?
I'm just so focused and thankful that, God gives us an opportunity to go out here every single week and get it done. He allows us to have an amazing opportunity on Green Tree on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I feel like that's where we win games at, So, again, week in and week out, I'm super excited that we have a team that cares about each other, that loves each other, and is willing to put in the work for each other.
I want to follow up with that. After today's impressive performance, second all-time in Miami career receptions, third all-time in receiving yards. Hearing that for the first time, what does that mean to you?
It for sure lights a spark in me. It means everything, to represent this university. And the guys that, I'm at the top of the list with are self-explained. They don't need no introduction. They're who they are. And I have a really good relationship with a lot of them, So, again, I'm just super grateful to have a team like this, because without this team, without the O-line, without Cam, without the other receivers, and without our running backs, I'm nothing. So, yeah.
Obviously, you guys would, I'm sure, like to win every game, by 30 points. But being in these close games, coming back twice, holding off a comeback today, how much does that help you guys as both just kind of grow and help you guys grow together, I guess?
No doubt. We're going through war with each other, every single Saturday. So I feel like that has a lot to do with our team culture, that, we're willing to play till the last whistle. And, leave no mistake, these teams are really good at the reverse. It's conference play, anything could happen. So, again, we're just trying to go in every single week, work super hard, and get a W inside of it.
And I'm not asking you to say anything bad about the teams you've been on in the past, but it seems like this team has a certain, all the cliches can be true. You guys do battle till the end. You are resilient. How different is that from prior teams that you played on?
For sure, that's just a resemblance of the team culture we have. We are so selfless right now, and I feel like that's why we're playing so well. Again, we haven't played our best game yet. We're working towards that, getting closer and closer each and every single week. But again, these guys on our team are great. Really resilient. And we all love each other.
on Sam Brown finally have a game that he's probably been hoping out for a while. You mentioned the resiliency. How did you see him sort of biding his time and sort of when things weren't going the way you wanted, seeing him, how he handled it and seeing him have a game like he did today?
For sure, he's a great teammate. Obviously, things are always not going to be, butterflies and rainbows, So, to see the fight in that guy, to see that guy, finally get, what he deserves is just amazing. I'm super happy for Sam. Me and him have a really, really good relationship, and you couldn't tell. But yeah, I love that dude. He brings it every single week, and really experienced, played a lot of football, And again, just so much love for that guy, and he cares truly about this team.
You talked about the good relationship you have with some of those great receivers that have come through here that you're now being kind of compared with. I'm curious, as you talk to them, you get a vibe like this team can be like some of those teams, that it has the same sort of special ingredients to get to where those guys were able to get Miami to in the past.
Yes, sir, no doubt. I actually talked to Reggie Wayne, before pregame. Lamar Thomas is always around, and everybody loves Mike, So I always talk to those guys, and those guys are all saying, they wish they could be in our shoes, on the team that we have. So that really means a lot coming from those guys, that have done so much in this game of football. So again, I have unlimited respect for those guys, and anytime I can get a word with those guys, it's just amazing, and I really pay attention.
Let's do two more for X.
I don't want to focus too hard on next week, but being from Barrow County, how big that this rivalry game is. As a senior leader, and this being your last go against Florida State, what's the message going to be going into this week?
Just practice super hard, leave no doubt out there. We're versing a really good football team. FSU has a lot of good football players on their team. Haven't executed the way they wanted to this year, but they're still a really, really talented football team, and we're going to have to, respect them and bring our full forth effort on Green Tree these next couple of days, and should be a really, really good game.
X, I want to follow up after the player-led meeting. What was said in the meeting? Did you guys feel like you met expectations in this game?
No doubt, no doubt. In the past, we haven't been successful all 5 weeks. So big emphasis this week was practice super, super hard. I'm not going to say everything that was said in there because I'm going to leave that to us. But I'll say the biggest emphasis was, practice as hard as you could. Practicing hard is the recipe to success.
Thanks, X.
Yep. Knowing that they're bringing their all, so I got to bring my all and just do what I can in the moment. And just, execute.
Grown man touchdown run to put tonight's game away. Can we talk about that play a little?
Offensive line did their job, tight end did their job, just blocking and creating the hole, and just did the rest, kind of coach to get to the spot, and the second level be you, do what you do, what got you to this point. So.
Where do you get your power running style from? You have such a unique approach to it all.
It's just me naturally being a bigger back, kind of wanting to run with a relentless mentality, nobody, first person especially, don't want to bring you down, kind of how I think about it, so just run with a relentless mentality.
You guys had a few weeks kind of in the earlier part of the season where running game was kind of slower, didn't rack up as many yards. Part of that's because Cam Moore was throwing for about 400 yards a game, but you guys, were not producing quite as much today, over 200 yards of rushing. Just maybe what have you guys worked on over the last few weeks to help improve the rushing game?
It's kind of just, with the game, how the game plans out, everybody want to stop the run, force Cam to throw the ball. I don't know why you would want to do that, leave one-on-one coverage with our receivers, but just kind of how the game plays out, going into the week, we just, we have our game plan, and we just want to execute every time we can, going against the defense, it's not nothing we don't, going against our defense, let me rephrase that, going against our defense, feel like we go against the best every day, so it's not, when we come out here, nothing surprises us or anything like that, so just continue to play and want to know every play.
And in a game like today, where kind of a shootout style game, back and forth like that, how do you guys on offense not try to do too much and just saying I don't have to rush for 25 yards every down, they can rush for 5 and just gotta keep it moving. How do you guys stay kind of within yourself instead of trying too hard?
Kind of say as a team, the 1-0 mentality with everything we do, every play, every job assignment you have, everybody does their job and executes, and it's going to play out how it needs to play out. Who deserves more, who's working hard, who wants some more.
Being a veteran leader and a very talented young running back room, what does it mean to you to be able to see all these guys eat throughout the beginning part of the season?
Yeah, running back room kind of said this all season long. We feed off each other's energy big. So, you know, one person makes a play, we all want to make a play. I mean, we obviously, Eric is one running back going to be in the game at a time unless we go two back personnel. But, you know, we just feed off each other's energy. We wanted to make an impact in the game when either one of us is in and just hyping them up, making sure they do their job to execute so we can win.
Especially in the beginning part of the game, Mark Fletcher was really pounding the rock. What has the relationship with you guys been like?
I mean, it's been great. I mean, Mark's one of my closest friends on the team. I mean, everybody's close on the team, but, you know, being in the same position group, you want to, you know, just be close with that person. There's no reason to turn anybody down, tear anybody down, you know, we just feed off each other's energy and just keep it up. Like I said, we go out here and do what we did today, feeding off each other's energy, you know, adding A.J. Allen in, coming in second half. I mean, doing what he did, we all want to have an impact on the game and just make sure when we do get in the game, the other guy does a job.
Let's do 2 more for Damien.
Speaking of A.J. Allen, just have you seen him throughout the season? He's only gotten on the field sparingly. To see him come in at the end, get some big runs, score a very important touchdown at the end. You know, what do you think that means for him?
I mean, for him, you know, he feels good. You know, he wants to get on the field, make an impact. You know, like you said, limited chances he had, but you know, like I said, when he goes in, we were all happy for him. You know, making sure he was going to do his job and just make a play. We know he can make a play. Everybody in the room can make a play. So, just whenever he was on the field, you know, we just happy for him. You know, wanted him to do his thing, and he did his thing.
Why do you think things clicked for you today in particular? Did you do anything during the bye, change of your approach, or?
No, I mean, just like you said, we had that player-led meeting, just our own meeting. We kind of just, you know we had to take another step. We haven't played our best ball at all this whole season. Just wanted to do that each and every opportunity we get. So I just feel like, you know, we came out after bye week with the same mentality. We want to know, we wanted to do that.
But for you personally, did you change anything about your approach, or?
No, sir.
Great. Thanks, Damien.
Thank you.
Is that defense to deal with for a full game? I mean, that offense, I'm sorry.
It was, you know, practice, pretty much what we've seen in practice. You know, good game, hard fought, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, just want to know it, so.
What was going through your mind on that play where you scored the touchdown on the fumble?
Man, just like I said, preparation. Just trust my preparation. You know, when I play a lot of practice and just playing fast, you know, just the ball popped out and jump on it.
How special was it to have that moment?
It was special. It was special, you know. More instead of having my brothers, have guys like him open up the gap for me, you know what I'm saying? And just being blessed to, you know, jump on the ball.
Simeon, from your perspective on the play, what worked out for you to be able to get with the play?
Well, the coach made a great play, great call, and we just executed at the elite level. And coach said we need to get this ball, and we just executed and got the ball.
You guys have done such a great job of winning these games that are probably more stressful than you'd love them to be, but do you feel like you're still kind of getting to a point where you're going to put it all together, and how close to that point would you say you are?
We just got to keep on watching film, go over and over, and I feel like we're going to be great soon.
We'll do a couple last quick ones if anyone's got them.
They were able to break off, this could be either of you guys, they were able to break off some explosive plays. What did you see on some of those?
You know, just communication. At the end of the day, you know, practicing things, the teams are going to come out with things you haven't seen, you know, so just get back in the lab and just drilling things up. We'll be fine.
What'd you see from quarterback Tyler Shook?
Good player, you know, pretty much what we watched on film, you know, just communicating a lot of his tendencies and being able to, you know, trust our jobs and just, you know, play by play.
And Simeon, obviously, I'm sure you guys would like to be winning all these games by 40, but these close games, how much does that help bring you guys together and kind of grow the team?
Well, it shows what we really want, and that we really want it more, and we ain't gonna give up till the clock hits 0-0. So I feel like that's a good thing to have. I mean, everything's gonna fix itself as we go on throughout the week, but I just think it just shows our resilience and our love for the game.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.